So I don't actually know how far back in time the farm goes in my family. It's been as far as my family can remember that we've had the land. Well, my pop managed to do it correctly. He decided that he was going to go buy 2 cows and turn it into a dairy farm, so he started selling milk. And his dad saw that he was making a bit of money, and so he went out and bought 40 cows. And that's kind of how the dairy got started. You know, my pop started it, but my great-grandfather went and bought all these cows. And we've been to dairy ever since.
I'm 4th generation here on this farm, and my kids are 5th, I think that's right. When I was a kid, you could pretty much buy anything that we needed right here within 10 or 15 miles. The situation that we're in, farming and dairying especially, has gotten to the point that you have to really be a mega dairy to make any money at it. You might have to be a mega dairy to survive. We've had 2 rough years when we did the remodeling. We didn't do that because we wanted to, we had to. Our inspector told us we had to remodel the barn or build new, and the same with the cow facilities. We borrowed the money, and in the first 2 years, milk prices went from $21 or $22 down to $12 or $13, and that's no fault of ours. Timing would be the only thing. We did not do anything wrong. We've done a good job, and it's what we want to do, and we don't want to do everything skimping and to where you have to cheat everybody to survive. It's not what we want to do at all.
I started feeding the calves just like everybody does on our farms, which is an extremely important thing because that's where cows get their start from. If they're not good calves, they're not going to be good cows. Then I graduated from feeding the calves to working the land, and that's where I really learned if I can grow cow food, I can grow my own food. And that's when stuff started really taking root about how important it is for American farmers. I mean, they basically have everything to do with how we survive, because without them, we'd be importing everything, and then everybody else dictates how we live.
Some of my fondest ones would definitely be some one-on-one time that I would have with my dad. Being one of 6, it's kind of hard to get that experience with your parents or siblings in general, but when I was younger, my dad would make it a point to take me out with him, even though I was a girl, and I probably should have been doing other things, but he wanted me to experience the farm with him.
My senior year, my dad took me to the side and told me I needed to get a job just so I'd have something to fall back on just in the event something ever happened to the farm. Well, in November of 1996, I joined the Marine Corps. 2010, I was deployed to Afghanistan, and this was nothing like Iraq. On December 3rd, I was hit by an IED. You know, when I was laying up in the hospital bed, I started thinking about when the Marine Corps is no longer, what am I going to do? First thing I thought about was going back to the farm. I can always go back to farming. I can do that one armed and one leg. I can drive a tractor and I can feed the calves. It's something I'll always have. You know? That's definitely in jeopardy now.
It's really, really difficult to think about something that I've always known not being here. This is all that my family's ever known. So truthfully, I don't think that I can even envision it not being here. I do recognize that that's a possibility, a strong possibility, and that's the direction it's headed, but I just don't think I can wrap my head around it because I don't want to. But I can tell you that there's enough love and I love enough people who respect my family and know my family well enough to know that they would do well with another opportunity. we would do well with another